This is me planning a risk assessment for the performance, but I'm doing it post-show, so the performance has already happened, and these are some of the risks that we either fell into during rehearsals or that could have happened in the final show. So knocking into things was a big one because that was a little mess up that I made. One of the lights wasn't where it should have been and I hit it with a mirror and it almost fell on the floor. Thankfully it fell onto me, so it didn't get smashed or anything, but that could have been a bit of a situation. But yeah, thankfully it fell into me, so we knew. Then from that we learned exactly where the night lights needed to be, so it didn't happen again, and thankfully it didn't happen again. It was just that one time during rehearsals that happened. Also another one, again me, falling during the lift, but we got around that easy enough because we just had to make sure that everybody was working, like, so we had some people head and shoulders, people torso, people legs, to make sure that we had everybody, we had at least two people covering like top, middle and bottom half of my body to make sure that I didn't fall and the lift went smoothly, and thankfully it did. Another thing was falling off benches and bits of set, which we got round because we didn't use, we had a bench on wheels for quick manoeuvres and we made sure to only use it in one of the scenes. We only made sure to use it in one of the scenes and not during the scene where we were trying to do a lift, because that could have also ended up with me falling. And for the scene that we did have the bench where somebody was sat on it, they were sat upright, and we had someone else sort of holding it to make sure it didn't go anywhere. So we also had people on bits of set to make sure that nobody fell over it, fell into it or knocked it over or anything like that. So we were all sort of on a bit of equipment or a bit of set to make sure that everything went as it should. And usual trips and falls that come with any risk assessment, we just have to make sure that we were very spatially aware. We knew what the transitions were, what the scene was that was coming next, so we knew which one to go to, setting the scene out correctly and everything like that. So those were the risks and hazards, and how we avoided them or got around them after, and adapted things to make sure that they didn't happen again if they already happened.